Hello, 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 everyone. I know I've been missing in action for a while now, but I am back. I am doing this pre recorded sale, trying to kind of build myself back into doing live sales, but you will be seeing me live very, very soon. So make sure you are got your notifications clicked so that you will get notification for that. Um, Hopefully, in the next couple of days, I'm going to be doing another live sale. But until then, I decided I'm going to do a couple pre recordeds for you guys. And tonight, I have brought you some amazing glass that I've been picking up. There is just all kinds of beautiful glass here, and ages range from like late 1800s up until probably the 60s or 70s. So there's a wide range of all kinds of glass here that I want to come and share with you guys. Um, as always, this is a pre-recorded sale. I'm going to throw my little banner thing up here so you know um, all items are flat claim. So that means whatever price I give you is the price that you would have to pay for the item plus shipping. Shipping is not included in the pricing. So if you find something that you would like to purchase when you're watching through this, hopefully you do, um, just put the letter that corresponds with that item down below in the comment sections down below the video. And the first person to claim will reserve the right to purchase that item. So, that being said, it's pretty straightforward, right? I think all of you have probably done this before, but I like to throw it out there just in case. And if you are new to me, just in case as well, I ship from Florida. So, invoicing, I will not be doing invoicing for anything that I'm doing until probably Monday at the earliest, maybe Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. But I want to get a few sales done before I actually invoice so we can kind of build a box, okay? So that being said, we're just going to jump right into it. And I'm just going to show you the item, and I'm going to have a little card that has the corresponding letter that goes to that item as well as the price. So hopefully, I know I have an accent, so sometimes when I talk, my letters don't sound right. So that's why I did my little cards. Just so you know. So, first up, let's look at this piece. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece, and it is from 1896, late 1800s, early 1900s. But this design came out in the 1890s, and they said that about 1896 is when this came out. And it is this gorgeous pink glass, what they call a posy bowl, because you would have put flowers in it. You could use it as a candy dish or whatever you want to. Excuse me. And it was George Davison is the glass company that made this piece. It is in really good condition. There are some skips in the mold. Where was it? Right here. These are not chips. It's just a skip that was in the mold where you don't get the little dots right there all the way through. And so that was just a manufacturing defect. But other than that, it is a beautiful piece of glass. I love that pink color. It kind of goes with that depression era pink color, but this was prior to that. But I want to show you the entire thing. I'll give you a quick measurement on it. I'm going to try to go pretty fast because I like to go fast, but also I don't want to hold us all up forever. So this one is 9.5 inches long. So for this beautiful, beautiful piece of glass from 1896 is going to be $30, letter K. $30, letter K. Plus, I thought if I gave you the little card and everything, then if you want to go back and research it as well, you could. I am giving you prices lower than what I would be pricing them on the Bay for, um, quite a bit lower, but you can go check it out if you want to. Okay, so next up, I have this 1960s, 1970s. It was made all around that time. Uh, Really beautiful little Italian glass in like an amber color bird. You see how the wings are touching in the center there. It's got kind of a waffle pattern on the bottom, but just a nice little bird. You could use this as like an open slot with a little spoon in it just for decorative purposes, whatever you want to do with it. There is no damage on this little bird. He's in good shape. His beak is good. His tail is good. He does have tool marks on his tail and beak, just so you know. He's 4 inches long. And this beautiful little 1960s bird is going to be $8, and he's letter H. $8, letter H. So let me put his little tag in there so we don't get confused. Okay, what's next, Gina? I'm glad you asked. So next up, I love these shakers. These are a beautiful artisan glass. This is from a studio. I don't know how old these are exactly. I did get these at a sale that I went to that was all mid-century, but I don't know the exact age on them. But they are gorgeous. Look at these little shakers. See if I can hold one up so it'll come into focus for you. There we go. Look how beautiful those are. There's a cobalt with a gold mixed through, kind of a swirl pattern, and it kind of comes up like a pulled glass on top of a clear. Really beautiful. I think there is like a mark down here on the bottom, but it's not like a signature, so it's really hard to see. But just a gorgeous little pair of shakers. There you go. And these are going to be $14 for the pair, letter D. $14, letter D. I'm going to give you a measurement because these are kind of small. Let me give you a measurement really quick. These are 1 3/4 inches tall. Okay. And my phone, I'm sure you heard it, did little notification thing. So give me 1 second. I'm going to turn that off so it doesn't bother us while we're doing this, hopefully. Okay, what do I have next? Let's do this little fish. Again, another little art glass piece. I'm pretty sure this was studio made as well because it is really a nice, high quality, very detailed, like fish ornament. It's got the yellow and the amber, and this is kind of a black and white stripe over clear. Really nicely made. And it does have a loop here at the top to hang it. So you could hang it in your window. You could put it on a tree if you wanted to. You can hang it with a float in your fish tank. Whatever you want to use it for. There's all kinds of things you could use it for. Use it for a craft project if you want to. Let me see really quickly. I don't think it has any glow to it. No, I don't really see any glow. I thought the yellow might, but I don't see any. So this little fishy guy is going to be $6, letter F. $6, letter F for the little fishy. Okay, so next I have this wonderful, now this is from the 60s. I did the research on this one, and these go for quite a bit of money actually, but this is from the 60s. This is a St. Clair glass votive holder and paperweight all in one. It's got some weight to it, but look how beautiful those flowers are in there. The blue flowers with the drop in the center. And it is marked St. Clair glass there in the center. I don't know if it'll focus for you or not. There you go. Great little piece. And this one is about 3.5 inches wide. This gorgeous paperweight / votive holder is going to be $12, letter G. $12, letter G. Okay. And then I have a piece of Carnival glass here. This is an older piece. This is from, the Depression era. It is an older piece, or before. They made it before as well. And I don't know the exact time or the age on it, because there's 4 mold marks on it, which makes me feel like it's a little bit older. But it is this gorgeous stippled ray, is what they call it, because the ribbing is not solid. As you see, it kind of breaks up. So it's stippled, they call it. Almost like a rope texture. Not quite, but and it's a ruffle bowl. That in there is from the manufacturing, from when they were doing the glass. It's not a scratch, it's inside the glass. But a beautiful marigold carnival bowl in that stippled ray pattern. And it's kind of ombre. As you see, it gets darker in the marigold as it goes down toward the base, and then lighter as it comes up towards the top. So it's really beautiful. Kind of has a glow to it. And it is, not quite 9 inches wide, a little less than 9 inches wide. And this guy is going to be $10, letter B. $10, letter B. All right, let's see what else we have. Let's do this piece here. It's a beautiful piece too. Y'all know I love glass. They're all beautiful to me, but they're so different. You know, that's the wonderful thing about glass is it goes through all kinds of genres. You know, you can have like really abstract kind of art glass, and then you can go into something that's very just, you know, Victorian or whatever. It's just glass. There's so much you can do with it. So that's why I love it, because, you know, if you're a glass collector, you know what I'm talking about. So the next piece I have here is a Venetian piece. It is a Murano, in the fact that it is the kind that has the applied flowers on it, which I absolutely think is gorgeous. Look at those beautiful enamel applied flowers. Hand painted, nice thick paint on there. Look how thick. It's dimensional. It's so thick. And you got this gorgeous gold overlay over this emerald green glass. And my fingerprints all over it. So this green glass, as you see, and they cover it with this nice gold. It's all hand painted on. Look how beautiful that is. And then on each side you have these dimensional flowers. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Now, this is Italian made Venetian glass, Murano, some people will call it, because a lot of times it is considered a Murano. Now, there is Bohemian glass as well that looks very similar to this, but this one actually has a sticker on the bottom that says Casa del Regalo Bortoli Venezia. So that kind of clues us in where this one came from, right? But just a beautiful, beautiful, it's a small vase, but it is just lovely. And there's no damage to it whatsoever. It's in really beautiful condition. And let's see how big it is. It is 5 3/4 inches tall. So for this gorgeous little vase that would just add so much joy and cheer into your household. Just, I mean, look at the colors on there. It just makes you smile to look at it. It's like a piece of jewelry in your home is what it is. So for this piece, it is going to be $14, letter J. $14, letter J. That's a horrible J. My writing's getting worse, y'all, with my hand. With my hand not working, my writing's getting really bad. But that is a J, just in case you didn't know. $14 for this gorgeous vase. Okay. Let's see what other stuff Gina's got over here. Gina, what else did you bring over here today? A few more pieces. And then I've shown this, I believe, once before, but it is a beautiful piece of art glass. And it is this basket in that cobalt blue with that mottled white in there. And it's got kind of a raised diamond. Hope you can see that when I turn it. Raised diamond kind of pattern throughout the glass. And look how crimped and ruffled this edge is. I mean, it is crimped as you can get, pretty much. It's almost a double crimp. And then you got this beautiful applied clear twisted handle. Just a nice, nice glass piece. Really well made. It's got a nice smooth bottom on it. It does have what they call a Murano sticker on there, but again, I don't know. I've never seen this Murano sticker before, So I don't know. I'm just calling it art glass because I don't know. But it is well made. It's got some weight to it. It does have the buttery feel like you expect from Murano. So if it is a knockoff, it's a very good knockoff. This does have that polished, really nice polished base on it. And let's see how big it is. It is, looks like it's about 9 inches tall. No damage that I see anywhere on it. It's got a little dust on it, but other than that, and like I always say, that dust just provides a protected layer, keeps it safer. That's what I like to say anyway. So for this beautiful cobalt blue basket vase, it's going to be $16, letter E. $16, letter E. All right, I'm going to set him right here. Okay. And then I have a beautiful little piece from the 1940s. It is this pink satin glass hand-painted candy dish. It is so cute. Let me take the top off so I don't break the top. It's like a pink satin that they put like this blue, almost a periwinkle rim around and around the bottom as well. And I'll show you the top with all the hand-painted flowers on it. Here's the top with hand-painted flowers all around it. And that's some gunk from like where they had some tape to hold the lid on. Beautiful little flowers on there. And you got kind of that steeple shaped handle on there, which I think is really nice. Let's see how tall this one is. This one is, looks like it's about 8 inches tall. So for the pretty little 1940s candy dish, it is going to be $10, letter A. $10, letter A. Let's put his little tag in there with him. Okay. Now, I got a few pieces here that are a little higher on the ticket side, but they're well worth it, and they are way cheaper than what you're going to find them online. You're getting the YouTube friends and family discount. So next up, I have a Victorian aged shaker here. It is a sugar shaker, and it's called Rubina because it has that ruby at the top. It goes down to a clear, and you got the opalescent coin dot, or dots. Some people call it coin dots. Dot motif on there in the glass, and this has got some, which I've seen a lot of them do. You've got a little bit of dings in the lid there because it's not very thick, but it is solid. It doesn't have like any cracks in it, but there's a few dings, just so you know. But this piece was actually made by Hobbs Braconnier. I know those French words get me, guys. And it was made, it is Victorian. It is from that era. Beautiful piece of glass. Nice big shaker. There is some slight chipping on the inside of the rim, which again, I see all the time with these. But it is not a lot. It's just right on the edge from, probably has been there forever. But probably from, filling it and putting the top on and off and actually using this thing. But otherwise it is in lovely, lovely condition. And it's quite large. This would be gorgeous with those huge, like really tall hat pins. This would be gorgeous for that. It's 5 inches tall though, so keep that in mind. The shorter ones wouldn't work because they would be too short for it. But if you had like those really, really long ones, it would be nice sticking out of there. But just beautiful on its own. So this guy is going to be $40, and it is letter I. $40, letter I. Again, look this guy up. That's a deal. Okay, let me set that down. Next, I have another piece of art glass for you. Again, I don't think it's incredibly old, but I don't really know. I have no idea. I just think it's beautiful. So this is kind of, I guess you would call it a milk glass because it is white. But it's not what you think about with milk glass normally. You think about, from like the 1930s, 1940s milk glass. This is a more modern contemporary piece. But it is this beautiful basket. And look at those colors in there. You got that orange and that almost like a harvest kind of color, harvest gold kind of color in there. And that orange is kind of, it's like a burnt orange almost. And then you come around this side and it continues throughout. Nice, very nicely made. Smooth base, very polished, smooth base. The handle does overlap at the top, which I really love. Fall is going to be coming up soon, and this will be absolutely gorgeous in your fall decor. Or if you just like, that era from the 60s and 70s where you used a lot of orange and those natural colors, it would blend in wonderfully with your decor that way as well. And this guy is hard to measure. That's what this guy is. This guy is, he looks like he's about 6 inches tall. If I'm, his curves is hard to measure, but about 6 inches tall. Beautiful piece, no damage, excellent condition. And he is going to be $14, letter C. $14, letter C. Okay, next, I have a piece of Indiana for you. Carnival. And this is the Harvest, Indiana Harvest Compote. It's a big piece. Nice carnival iridescent finish on there with the grape and leaf pattern. Give you an idea of size. It's got some size to it. The width on this one is, oh gosh, not quite 8.5 inches wide, a little under that. And the height on it looks like it's about 8.5 inches tall. So there's a wonderful Indiana glass compote to add to your collection. Again, fantastic for fall. It's going to be coming up before we know it. It is going to be $16, letter P. $16, letter P. We'll go ahead and go with this one because it's kind of the same color scheme. So here is a piece of Bohemian glass. I wanted to show you this as well. Since I had the Murano glass earlier, I did want to share with you the Bohemian glass as well. So I have a piece of that. This is a gorgeous pedestal candy dish with lid. It's got, I'm going to lift it with both hands because it's quite large. It's got a spiral stem on it, but look how beautiful this top is. See, it does have the hand-painted enameled flowers, but they're not quite as thick as the other ones were. They're not laid on quite as thick, but all hand-painted with the gold application. Now, this has a design in the gold as well. Hopefully you can see that right there. It's almost like, it's not a fleur-de-lis. I guess it's just kind of a vine. And then you've got that spiral twisted clear stem that goes down to the clear base with a gold rim around the base. But I want to show you the top. I'm going to take it off so I can show you. See how beautiful that top is? Really nice piece. There's a tiny bit of gold missing right there on the very top, but not much. And it almost looks like it's, I don't know if it's missing or just tarnished. I can't tell. But you got a black, more of a black kind of spot right there, but not bad. And then I'll show you this. Here's your huge wine glass. That's what it looks like. And the funny thing is, I found these before without the lid. I've seen them selling just like this right here. But this one actually has the lid with it. So let's see how big he is. He's pretty big, guys. So he's 12 inches tall. So this gorgeous piece of glass. Let me show you the inside of the lid too. There's no chips or anything. So this gorgeous piece of glass is going to be $25. I couldn't pick it up. $25 letter O. $25 letter O. Gotta be careful. I know how I am. Let's put these back here together because they kind of look great together. Okay, so the next piece is a really old piece of Anchor Hocking, and it is jadeite glass, but it is in such good condition. It almost looks like a reproduction, but it is not. It is true vintage Anchor Hocking jadeite, and it is this gorgeous bubble bowl. I think you see why they call it a bubble bowl. It looks like a bunch of bubbles you stuck together. It's a beautiful piece of jadeite if you collect jadeite. I love jadeite. I love delphite. I love all of those. So this one is going to be letter Q, $30. Letter Q, $30. Which I know in my research when I was looking these up, people have these listed and are selling for $45 up to $55 a piece. That's the first one of those I've ever found before, so I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, another piece of art glass for you. Again, not sure of the age. It looks very Scandinavian in design. So it would mix really well if you had like mid-century design in your house. It would mix really, really well with it because of the look of it. And it is this, again, like an ombre cobalt blue down to almost clear. It's more like a really light aquamarine color base with these applied fish on there. Hope you can see how dimensional they are. So it's like a piece of applied glass that they made fish out of. And you see how at the top it's like really, really blue. And as you go down, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter to where you get to this almost clear, but still got a little hint of like an aqua color in there, or a turquoise color. And look how nice and finished that bottom is. I mean, it is so smooth and polished. Beautiful, beautiful piece of art glass. And let's measure him. Let's see how big he is, because I don't remember. He is about 9¼ inches tall. It looks like could be about 9½ at the tallest point, because you see how some of these are taller than others. So it's kind of a swung style, as you see, because you've got the 3 fingers here, but then you get the applied effect of the fish on there with a beautiful artisan glass, which I think is amazing. So this is going to be $16 letter R. $16 letter R. Okay. Set that one down. Only a few more to go, guys, and then we're going to be done. Okay, I love this piece. I absolutely adore it. However, it does have one small chip on it, which I'm going to show you. But I have priced it down so low for that chip. It is like pennies on the dollar, essentially. So this is an early 1900s Northwood, what I call oil slick. It is an amethyst glass carnival iridescent, whatever you want to call it, rose bowl. And look how beautiful this is. I want to show you the flowers on there. I want it to come into focus for you. There you go. And you see that oil slick finish on there, which I love. That is my favorite carnival, is the oil slick. And just look at all the detailing. You've got this raised diamond point down here that goes into these rays, and then it goes smooth up to these roses, these tendrils coming off. And look how ruffled that is and pinched. It's just beautiful. But like I said, it does have a small defect. It's got a chip, which is on the foot right here, which I didn't even see when I bought it. One little chip right there. And it's not deep. It's kind of a surface chip, but I want to let you know about that. There's the base of it. And it is amethyst colored. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous piece. But unfortunately, I bought it with a chip and didn't realize it. So at least you have the knowledge of it. I didn't. So this guy is 4¼ inches tall. But just look how beautiful that is. And like I said, this is from early 1900s. I would say from the 1900 to probably 1910 at the latest. Piece of glass. It is really, really beautiful. And this one, like I said, I marked it down because of that chip. It broke my heart when I found it, but what you gonna do? And this one is going to be $18, letter M. $18, letter M. And you can do your research on this one. If you don't mind that little chip, you're getting an amazing deal because they have these priced way, way, way up there. It's good to add to your collection if you like this look, which I love it. I absolutely love it. And you're going to see because I have another piece to show you. That's kind of the same idea, but it is a vase. Excuse me. Again, another Northwood piece, but look at this vase. Fantastic. Absolutely. Again, you get that oil slick color. And this is amethyst as well. Hopefully you can kind of see that in there. Some people call it the tree trunk vase because it kind of looks like a tree trunk. The top there. Let me give you a measurement on this one because it is a good size. It'll be beautiful in your collection. It is 11 inches tall. And this gorgeous piece of old Northwood in fantastic condition is going to be $50, letter L. $50, letter L. And then my last thing I think I have up here for you guys is a piece that I have never run across before. I felt so fortunate to find it. It's truly amazing. And I did pay way up for it, but I honestly, I'm honestly not even pricing it much above what I paid for it because I have another one that's similar to this. I was thinking about keeping it for myself. I have another one that's similar to this as well, but I just thought this was gorgeous. So I want to see if you guys want it. This one is Jain. You can look that up. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I'll probably pronounce it wrong. This is the serpent or fish vase in the marigold that flows into clear. You can see kind of the serpent there, his head. And as you go around, his body goes up the vase all the way around up here to the top. And there's the rest of his tail. So gorgeous old piece. Excuse me. My throat is kind of dry. I might have to get something to drink, but I want to finish first. So anyway, you can look it up if you've never heard that glass before. It's Jain. And they carry a lot of value to them. They have a lot of figural vases. They have hand vases. They've got one that's like an elephant with a vase, all that. But you can look up the fish or serpent vase and you can see the values on them. But a gorgeous piece of old glass. And this one is going to be $55, letter N. $55, letter N. I'm going to give you a measurement on this one. Now, it has a rough spot right here on the top, which I felt when I was going through it. And I can't tell if it's just a rough spot or if it has a small chip in it, but I want to disclose it to you. It's like right there. It's in the ruffle. So it's kind of hard to see, just so you're aware. But I did price it down because of that rough spot as well. These vases, or vases, I guess you could call it, go for, over $100. So I did price it down because of that. And it looks like this one's 9 inches tall, maybe a little bit more. But beautiful piece of glass. And like I said, it is letter N, $55. And I think that's it, guys. I just wanted to bring y'all some beautiful, all kind of different glass, not just one type or the other, just the whole shooting match kind of thing. So if you see anything at all you're interested in, like I said, you can just type it down below in the comment section and below the video and just tell me what letter it is that you are interested in. And if I'll go by timestamps if there's more than one person. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, I won't be really invoicing till Sunday or Monday, depending on how my weekend goes. And be on the lookout tomorrow because I am going to release another pre-recorded sale tomorrow, and then maybe try to do a live one on Sunday. We'll see how I'm feeling then. But thanks, guys, so much for coming and hanging out with me and watching this sale. I know they're not as much fun as the lives, but I'm still working kind of into that right now. I'm still having a lot of back problems, and I knew I could do this a lot quicker without, killing my back. So thank you everyone that reached out to me and was checking on me. I appreciate you guys so much. And I am still here. I'm still going. And I'm just trying to make it right now with trying to get some sales done so I can, bill collectors don't go if you don't feel good, unfortunately. So anyway, much love to everyone. I hope you have a blessed rest of your evening and rest of your week and weekend if I don't see you beforehand. And just remember, the Lord is watching over us. He loves us and He's going to take care of us no matter what craziness we go through, right? So, hugs and kisses to all of you. Mwah! And be on the lookout tomorrow for the next video. Thank you, everyone.